Welcome to the postgame media availability for the Kentucky Wildcats. We are joined by head coach Nick Mingione and players Hudson Brown and Ethan Hindle. We will start with questions for our players. Start with questions, an opening statement from our coach, questions for our players, and then questions for coach. If you have a question, please raise your hand. We'll get the mic to you, coach.
I've been really fortunate to be in a lot of regionals and a lot of postseasons. The Lord has really blessed me with those opportunities. I really believe that I know what a first-class event is supposed to look like and how it's supposed to be run. Scott Geisinger and our people at Kentucky do an unbelievable job. And I just wanted to take a moment to thank Matt Wells. I don't know if Matt's here. Riley, you've been unbelievable. Corey, like the way you guys have treated our players and our team, just thank you. Like, because the event that you guys put on, I'm not going to mention the fans, but the event that you guys put on, unbelievable. Like, thank you, because I know what it's supposed to look like because our people do it right. And just thank you to you and to Matt, Corey, to all your people. This event, our NCAA site reps, unbelievable. Lee and Chuck, just first-class people. The way they've run it, umpires, awesome. It's all you could ever ask for is to go to and be at a place where you just feel like you're going to have a fair fight. And so thankful for all those people. Proud of my team. This team had to endure more injuries, more ups and downs than maybe any team I've ever coached. And to come out on the other side of this, anyone that knows me knows that I want to teach them not just baseball, which they're great at. I do want to teach them about life and the life lessons that this team has learned about never quitting, never being out of the fight, just to continue to go. I thought the comeback we made just showed their true character and heart. And I'm really proud of these guys. It's hard for me anytime a season finishes because my wife and my son, this is like we have invested enormous amounts of time. We haven't had a day off since the first week in January, and all we do is think about other people's kids every day and how we can put them in positions to be successful. And this team is special, very special. Proud of their fight. Obviously wish it didn't end this way, but the way they've represented Kentucky, I'm very proud of them.
Questions for our players?
For both players, to start Hudson with you, the swings of emotion. You're down 5-1, all of a sudden 2 swings, and it's tied. Start with your 3-run home run, Hudson, to begin with. What you thought of that?
We weren't trained at any point throughout the year to ever think we're out of a game. Doesn't matter how much we're up, how much we're down. Coach always told us just keep fighting. It doesn't matter what you're going through, what you're feeling. Just keep fighting and give everything you have and compete your heart out. And I think this team does that very well. We faced a lot of adversity this year and in this game too. And there was not a second that none of us thought we were going to ever lose that game until the very end. And we all were just going to do everything we could to possibly win that game.
Yeah, off Hudson's point, I mean, it's just battling. Everyone in the dugout, Coach Kuzi, they were just talking about passing the bat to the next guy. It was a continued thing, starting from me to the next, just trying to pass it off. And like you said, I mean, we're just battling up there. And, I mean, the homers happen, a single could have happened, anything could have happened, but it's just the fact of the matter that we're just trying to fight for each other, fight for our teammates to get the at-bats rolling, which gave us our success.
Any further questions for our players?
Just for both of you guys, it's one thing to like say we're never out of a game, but what does that actually look like, you know, when there are stretches where you weren't getting hits, the balls weren't bouncing your way, maybe you did have good contact, and it went straight to a defender?
Yeah, I mean, you can look at, in my point of view, from what happens during the game. Like, you can look at as a line out or this or that, but when you dive in, you look into our dugout. I mean, the dugout has guys who are not playing in the game. They have guys who have been sitting there, haven't had opportunities in a while, but when we come off and on the field, you see these guys rushing out to us. You see them rushing to give us our gloves. They're rushing in there, giving us water. They're saying, we're going to get this. They're like, chip away, chip away. Like, that's where the belief comes from, a whole team being a one-unit group of guys who just are willing to battle.
Yeah, he pretty much sunballed it up. I mean, us never being out of a game just comes from we refuse to quit. I We're not ever going to quit. We're not going to quit on ourselves. We're not going to quit on our teammates. Like, I would crawl for broken glass for Hindle. I know he would do the same thing for me. So, I mean, and that's how it is with all of us. Like, every single person on our team, we would do anything for each other. And if, you know, and winning a game's the priority number one, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to do whatever it takes to get the win for the guy standing next to you.
Guys, you always talk about wins and losses expiring at midnight. In reality, how tough was it last night to flush that memory, prepare yourself physically and mentally, and then come in and face the Big 12 Pitcher of the Year and grind your way into extra innings?
I mean, it's tough. Like, you get done with the game, it sucks. But at the same time, Coach Minge, he hammered this into our minds last night, and it worked for me. I hope it worked for the other guys, and it seemed like it did, where, I mean, it's going to expire when you leave the field. It's going to expire at midnight. Like, don't leave this field with any emotions. And we put ourselves in a great position with doing that to have an extra game tomorrow. And what I just tried to have the mindset is I get to play another baseball game with my brothers. And when I was thinking like that going to bed, I mean, there's no better place I can wake up and be. Like, we didn't lose or win last night. I get to play another game with my friends.
Yeah, that was the biggest thing with me. I was like, obviously I wasn't happy we lost, but, you know, I mean, you can't go back and change it. You can't go back and change our bats, your pitches for our pitchers. You can't go back and change your defense. You can't go back and change anything, so you may as well just flush it right there and start mentally preparing yourself for the next day, and I feel like our whole team did a really good job with that. But, yeah, to Hindle's point, Coach told us, he's like, everybody's going to drop this on this field right here, and we're not going to think about it. And there was not one word said after we left that field about that game. Everybody's like, we're going to get ready for tomorrow, and we're going to scratch and claw and fight as hard as we possibly can to win this game tomorrow.
Give him the quote. If you don't like something, tell him.
Yeah, we have a quote of the day for most of our practices, and actually all of our practices. And was it in the fall or in the spring?
First team meeting.
The first team meeting we had our quote be, if you don't like something, change it. And if you can't change it, change the way you think about it. So we're not in here to, you know, if something's wrong with the situation we're in and we don't like the situation we're in and we can't change anything about it, just change the way you think about it. Like, look at it as something to overcome and, you know, challenge to rise to. And, you know, you don't have to see everything as a negative. You can always change it into something you can make a positive out of.
Hindle, tell him what loss stands for. We lost last night and we lost today. What does that stand for?
Learning opportunity, stay strong.
You got it.
Just another opportunity. You can learn from it.
You got it.
This is for both Hudson and Ethan. Coach Mingione, before each one of these pressers, always talks about his mentorship, and it's obviously very important to him. Where has that played into your development, not mainly as players, but as people?
I'll go first. I mean, I've been here for 3 years, and I have become such a better man, a human being, because of him. And it's something I've always wanted to tell him. Like, he is genuinely one of the biggest heroes in my life for what he's done for me on and off the field. He's the reason on October 23rd of this fall I gave my life to the Lord. And it's not through him pressuring anyone pressuring me. It's because of his mentorship and the things he taught me and the way I've got to go about my life and learn from. And it's because of him that I'm so grateful that I'll be able to one day run a family correctly, go about my days correctly, and I'm so thankful for him, and I love him so much for that.
Coach means the world to me. Like, when I came in my freshman year, I was in Hindle's class, and, you know, you can ask him, I was not where I needed to be mentally, physically, and that man took a chance on me, and he saw what I could become even before I even saw it myself, and his whole family has never been anything but amazing to me. They've been like a second family. You know, I was 6 hours away from home, and I'd never been that far away from home before, and even there were some times where I was in a really bad spot, and Coach got me out of it. He never lost faith in me one time, and I'll always be grateful for that till the day I die.
Yeah, another point I have often too is I can't imagine another coach, another mentor, or person that you could have who, like, we lost power when we had that whole snow thing going on in Lexington. I don't even know what that was. It was kind of like Wisconsin. Anywho, like he was coming to us, and I had told him something about it, and he was offering up his house, offering up his own house with his own family, who he talks about that he doesn't get a lot of time with. Like, that's crazy. I'm sick, and he's texting me and calling me, making sure if I need something. It's just special. Like, he cares so much.
When I had mono earlier this year, Miss Kristen actually made me a giant gift basket with food, like snack stuff and all that kind of thing because she felt bad. She said that she wanted to be my mother since my mother couldn't be up here to take care of me. So I will always be grateful for Miss Kristen, and that meant the world to me and my whole family. You guys have no idea. To know that I have not only a coach but like also a father figure up here that's looking after us, and he's an unbelievable role model that would do anything for any of us.
Sorry to follow that up, but just into the game, what was either of your thought process when Mutesa comes back in this game after throwing so many pitches the night before? It's not a common occurrence. Were you guys thinking, oh, we were getting to the previous guy, we're going to get to him because he threw so many pitches? What was that mentality when you saw him come out there?
To be honest, not much. I didn't really think anything of it. Like, to me, it was just like, it's a new pitcher, it's a new guy. Like, whoever's my opponent, it's kind of like a faceless person to me. So I didn't think much of it. I was also just like, let's get to him. Let's grind him out early. Like, he obviously thrown some pitches, a lot of pitches before, so faceless opponent, though, so it didn't change much in my mind.
Yeah, the faceless opponent thing's the biggest thing with me, too. But, I mean, at the same time, I also had no idea that he had already thrown. But it's not because, like, I don't think that he's a bad player or anything. Like, I'm not trying to be disrespectful at all, but, like, you know, I've just been so focused on our team, and you know, it's like, you know, who we playing today. It doesn't matter. Just tell me to show up what time, and I'll be ready to go and give you everything I got. So.
This is now back-to-back years where it's been this sort of situation, losing to West Virginia late in the regional final. Is this one possible to flush, or does it linger and motivate you? How do you kind of balance that just as a human with emotions? It's
tough. Obviously, it's annoying, but at the same time, it's going to expire. That's also life. Like, baseball's hard. It's a game of failure. Like, I can be mad at West Virginia. I can be mad at the players, but why would I do that? Shout out to them, respect to them. They beat us. So what? It's kind of like it's going to move on. It's the game of baseball, so just move on from it. Keep going.
Yeah, I mean, all the credit to them. They played really well, and yeah, they had some dogs in their lineup too. And that was probably one of the most entertaining series of games that I've ever played in my life. Just like the back and forth of everything, and you know, we refused to quit, they refused to quit, and yeah, just, you know, I think it's going to expire eventually. Like, there's going to be a day where I'm not going to be sick to my stomach from losing this game, but that's not going to be tomorrow. But hopefully it'll be in a couple days here, and yeah, we're just going to, the second we can, we're going to get back after it. I know he will, and I'm going to do it for him too, so that's what we're going to do.
Yeah, Lou Gehrig said he's like luckiest man on the face of the earth. When we're at the SEC tournament, I always make a point, not at the SEC tournament, any practice, I just want to say hi to every player. And when the pitchers were throwing, Niall Adcock was there, and I said, "What's up, Niall? How you doing?" And he said, "Good, coach. How are you?" I go, "How am I? Someone's like paying me to coach you. I'm like the luckiest dude on the planet." Like, Niall, think about that. Like, my boss, Mitch Barnhart, is paying me to be around you and guys like you. Do you hear these guys talk? The way they represent and they carry themselves, like this whole tournament, every player that we have sat right here, and I really believe this, it doesn't matter who you have in our program. Like, I get to coach these guys. I get to teach them about life. Hindle, man, how far that guy has come and how much he's grown. Huddy, golly. I'm just so proud of you guys. Like, you guys make Kentucky great. And why this hurts so bad is I don't get to be around them every day. And that hurts. When you're literally around dudes like this, it's like, I can't believe Mitch paid me. Like, I'm like, man, thank you. Like, I get to be around special people like this. And that's the best thing about Kentucky. It's the best thing about our program is the people. And these two are special. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Coach.
Yep.
Ethan, Hudson, thank you very much.
Love you. Love you. See you later.
And with that, we'll go with questions for Coach.
Nick, the day after the announcement, I asked you about, not that you need to prove yourself, but was there any sense of like going into this wanting to prove that this team deserved to be in the tournament, being as close as you guys were to winning this regional? Is that any kind of vindication that, hey, for anyone who had any doubts about how good this team was, they just need to watch these games here?
I would think anybody that watched our team play would have to respect what we've been able to do. Not an easy place to play, like anywhere on the road in our league. But I think anybody that follows and knows baseball, I really believe in my heart that they would say they have a lot of respect. Someone brought to my attention that this is 4 years in a row we've been in a regional final, and we're the only SEC team to do that. Out of all 16 teams in the league, there's only one that can say that they've been to 4 straight regional finals. And that's saying a lot because we play in the greatest league in America. And I think with that, yes, there comes respect. Yes, sir.
So West Virginia's had a lot of success in recent years, but the program's not been to a College World Series. What makes this team, in your eyes now as the opponent from this regional, believe that not only can this West Virginia team get to the College World Series, get to Omaha, but win a national championship? Why is this team different? Do you believe that? And what would make you believe that if you believe West Virginia can actually get that job done?
I would tell you that everything rises and falls on leadership. And I don't know how I could have done a better job the last couple days talking about Saban. So I would say that they have an amazing leader. And then you guys got the path. Who's hosting the Super? That's the path. That's the easiest path, is to host it. That's the roadmap. That's why everyone fights to be a top national 8 seed. That's why you fight to be a 2 and not a 3. You have the path. They have a bona fide number 1. They have pitching. They defend. Yeah, they made some errors. You can kind of create some pressure and some things on them and get them to crack in some ways. But they have speed. They have enough guys. They have an elite superstar on offense. So they're a well-rounded team. And but, man, you're at home. Come on. You're at home.
Yeah, Nick, 2 years in a row, West Virginia has beaten you, but every meeting has been an absolute battle. Steve was kind of open to maybe setting up. He said there were some logistical issues that needed to work through, but what do you think about returning the hospitality and having West Virginia over to Kentucky Proud Park?
Oh, that's a good question. Brock and I tell you what, coming into this year, over the last 3 years, we have the number 8 RPI in the country. Average RPI, we're number 8. So the way we've done that is we have a formula. And if we feel like they fit into the formula, then we'll bring them. And if we don't, their butts can stay here.
Nick, sometime in the near future, you'll go fishing maybe with Reeves and
I will do that, Dick. You know me.
I do know that, yes.
That's
But I'm wondering, will you clear the mechanism, or will your mind drift back to how this season ended after all the injuries and all the rubber games that got away from you and all the things you had to grind through, and you got it so close? Will you let your mind go there, or does that expire too?
No, Dick, that's a really good question. And COVID was a really hard time for our country. And you've heard me say during COVID, when in the literally middle of your season do you get an opportunity to, like, and we all remember where we were. And it's like we paused, and it's like, no, you can't come to the field. And I was at home every day driving my lovely wife crazy. And she's like, don't you have somewhere to be? But during that time, I used that time to evaluate every phase and every part of our program, countless hours. And I'll do the same. I'll do the same this offseason. And it will happen sooner rather than later. I'll get my thoughts together. I can't wait to do my little trip with that little dude right there. He has shared his dad with 40 other amazing student athletes, and at the end of every year, he and I go on a trip together and we go fishing. He's caught 50 different species of fish. I got picture proof. So we spend time together, and but I'll dissect every area where we need to get better, where we need to continue to improve. That will happen really tonight. Like, I'll just be thinking about all of it. And consistency compounds. That's why we've been to 4 straight. And we were literally this close to being the 3 supers in 4 years after having been none prior to us getting here. But that's what makes us better, is that we literally view everything as an opportunity for growth. And I'll figure out where we need to be better.
Coach, thank you very much.
Thank you. Oh, wait, before I go, I'm sorry. If you cut the camera off, whatever. Lou Holtz, the famous football coach, said there's 2 things that will influence your life the most. There's 2. He said, the books you read and the people you meet. The books you read and the people you meet. And in the summer of 2005, I met the greatest leader I've ever met in my life, in Mitch Barnhart. The summer of 2005, I met the greatest leader I've ever met in my life. And little did I know, meeting him then, did I know that I would look up 21 years later to have an opportunity to be a part of his team and to watch him retire. There is no greater leader, and everything rises and falls on leadership. And Mitch, you're the best leader I've ever been around, and you have given me and my family an opportunity, and you have changed lives, not just earthly, but you hurt Hindle eternally. Because of you and Miss Connie, whew, man, the way you model what it's like, no one does it better than the 2 of you. Nobody. The way you have led our program with character, with integrity. You have taken Kentucky from when you first took over 24 years ago to where Kentucky was to where it is now. And I told Mitch this. I'm sorry that I couldn't take our team further for you and for you, Miss Connie, because you too, the way you have led and represented Kentucky, you haven't been perfect. Neither have I. But that's why we have a Savior. And I'm just so thankful for this opportunity that you have given that woman and that little boy the opportunity that you have given our family. You have changed my life and our lives and our student athletes' lives forever. Thank you.